Hello guys, and welcome back to our next and final lesson on how to create a web agency website. In this lesson, I'm going to show you how you can create an appointment booking page for your web agency website. I've already shown you how the appointment booking feature works in the introduction of this course. So I'll just go ahead and jump right onto the tutorial. To create our appointment booking page, we are going to go ahead and use a third-party platform. So I'll open a new tab, then I enter Calendly. I have calendly.com here. I hit enter. From here, I just go ahead and click on sign up with Google. I have a bunch of Google accounts. I'll just go ahead and choose this one. So if you have not signed into your Google account yet, you need to go ahead and do that. From here, I click on continue. Going down, I click on continue, and I will be redirected back to calendly.com. From here, I go ahead and take this little survey. So you can either say you want to do it on your own or with your team. Since we are making a small web agency website, I'm going to go ahead and choose on my own. Then I click on next. This is just a survey. It doesn't really make any difference. From here, you go ahead and choose your role. If you don't see your role here, you can just go ahead and choose order. Then you can go ahead and specify. I'll enter in freelancer. Then I click on next. From here, you can go ahead and set up a calendar that will be used to check for existing events. Since I'm already using Google, I'll just go ahead and choose Google Calendar. So I click on connect. Then I go ahead and choose my email again. I click on continue. Continue. And I'll be redirected back to Calendly. And you see that it's connected. From here, I click on next. Next, we have when are you available to meet with people, and this is where you need to set your availability for each of the days. So I have 9 to 5 from Monday to Friday. If that is okay with you, you can just leave it like that, or you can easily go in here and change it to whichever time you want. If you want to add, for instance, Saturday, you can just go ahead and enable it from here, and it is right there. If you don't need it, you can just go ahead and take it off. For this demonstration, I'll just leave it from Monday to Friday. Next is the time zone, which is very important. At the moment, my time is 4 minutes past 6. And if you see here, I have 4 minutes past 1. This is actually not my time zone. So I'll just go ahead and change it to a time zone that will fit my needs. And right here, I have Africa and then West Africa time. I'll just go ahead and select this. Then I go ahead and click on next. Next, we have how will you like to meet with people? Is it going to be over Zoom, Microsoft Teams, phone call, Google Meet, or in person? Choosing any of this is not really difficult, but for this demonstration, I'm going to go ahead and use phone call. I select it. Then I decide if I will call my invitees or my invitees should call me. I'm going to leave it as I will call my invitee. Then I go ahead and click on continue. And now I'll be redirected to the dashboard of my Calendly account. And by default, a new event will be created for you, as you can see right here. You can go ahead and edit it as you wish, but I'll just show you how you can create one from scratch. So I'm going to go ahead and delete it. And I say yes. So now let's go ahead and create a new event. I can click on this button to create one, or I can go to the plus sign here to create one. Either way, they will all take me to the same place. So I click on create, and it's going to be one-on-one, which you have already seen. So I click on it, and this is where I enter the name of my event type. I will call it website intro call. The duration, you can change it from here. By default, it is set to 30 minutes. You can change it to 60 minutes, which is 1 hour, or you can choose custom and enter whichever number of minutes you want. For this demonstration, I will leave it as 30 minutes. Next is location. I drop down the arrow here, and I'm going to go ahead and choose phone call. And I want my invitees to put their number so that I'll be able to call them. If you want, you can choose to add different locations. So if I click in here, I can also go ahead and choose Google Meet. And take note, you can add as many as you want. For this demonstration, I'll just leave it as phone call. Next, I have availability. I drop down the arrow, and right here I have my times available from Monday to Friday. If you want to edit it, you just click on the pencil icon right here and you go ahead and edit it. Remember, we have already seen this, so I'll just exit out of here. One important feature you need to take notice of is date range before you go to schedule. Invitees can schedule 60 days into the future with at least 4 hours notice. What this means is that if I'm coming as a user to book an appointment, I can book 60 days ahead. So if I drop down the arrow, perhaps I want to change it to 90 days. What this means is that users will be able to book appointments in the next 90 days. Take note, whatever figure you'll be entering here will determine how deep your appointments can go. It can also be within a date range. So if I click in here, I need to select a date range, as you can see. It can also be indefinitely into the future, and this, you don't want to do that. I don't think you want users to book appointment indefinitely into the future. For this demonstration, I'll leave it as days, and I'm going to go ahead and make it 60. That is the default. And the number of hours, I'll leave it as the 4 hours, which is cool. We have already seen schedule, so going down, the last one we have here is host, which is you. So I'll go ahead and click on create. Now right here we have more options. Clicking on it, we'll be able to add additional features to our booking form. First of all, we have description. This is where you can add some additional description so that your potential customers will know the kind of information you want to take from them. So I'll go ahead and enter this. Let's talk about your website project to see if we are a good fit to work together. And you notice that I have it right here. So this is what the users will see when they are trying to book an appointment with me. Next, we have limits and buffers. I drop down the arrow. For every appointment you want users to book with you, you may want to set a buffer time before or after the book Calendly event. So if I click on set buffer time, for instance, users can be able to book an appointment after 10 minutes of every single appointment, and users will not be able to book an appointment after 15 minutes of every single appointment. So that with these intervals, I'll be able to draw conclusions very well with every single potential client. Even though I've said every single meeting is going to be 30 minutes, you may not know anything can happen that will require you to exceed the 30 minutes. So setting any of this will depend upon how you want it. You can also set a maximum number of minutes you want within a day. So if I click on set limit, so I can say I want to have 5 meetings per day, or maybe per week or per month, whichever way you want it. For this demonstration, I'm not going to go ahead and use this. Here we have free or busy rules. This is where you can decide to allow invitees to book over selected meetings on your connected calendars. For this demonstration, I'll just leave this as it is. Next, we have booking page options. I drop down the arrow, and this is where you can set your URL. That is, if you want to be sharing the link from Calendly instead of embedding it onto your website. Next, we have start time increment. That is, show available start times in increment of 30 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 45 minutes. I'll just leave it as 30 minutes. Going down, next we have time zone display. You can decide to automatically detect and show the times in your invitee zone, or you can also decide to lock the time zone, which is best for in-person events. So you can go ahead and choose any of this. Next, we have invitee form. I drop down the arrow, and this is where you want to enter the fields you want the users to be able to fill. The first one I have here is name and email. I can also decide to use first name, last name, and email. I'll just leave it as the default. Next, we have invitee questions. The question 1 is saying, please share anything that will help prepare for our meeting. I think this is cool, so I'll leave it. You can decide to mark it as required or not. And the answer type, you can choose 1 line, multiple lines, radio buttons, checkboxes, drop down, or phone number. So I'll just leave it as multiple lines where users will have to type. Next is payment. It should be noted that for payment, you won't be able to use it on the free version. The reason why payment is active now is that when you try to sign up on Calendly, you'll be put on the paid plan for some number of days, that is 7 days. So I won't talk about it much, and the rest of them is just default, so we don't do anything here. So let's leave it as they are. Then we go ahead and click on save changes. We can exit out of here, and we have our event right here. Now let's go ahead and view the booking page, which will open in a new tab. I just want to show you something. So if you want users to be able to use your link in Calendar itself, this is the link you are going to give to them, so that they don't have to come to your website to make the booking. Or you can just link this to maybe your button, that is book a call button, so that users will be able to get to this page. Now if you look at the booking form, it's not kind of personalized. You are seeing the name of the business here, which you can change. For instance, if you want users to be able to book a call with the owner of the website itself or the business itself, let's see how we can change that. So going back to Calendar, I'll go over to profile settings by clicking on the arrow here, then I click on profile. And this is where I can change the name. So I'm going to go ahead and enter my own name. Maybe I also want to use my picture. So I click on upload picture. I have my picture here, select it, then I click on open. I'll just go ahead and crop it like so. Perfect. I click on apply. All is set. You can go ahead and enter the rest of the information here if you want. I'll just go ahead and click on save changes. Now if I go in here and refresh, you see that instead of the business name, I have my name and also my image, which is kind of personalized. Great. So I can exit from here. Then I click on back to home. Now it's time to embed our calendar on our website. So to do that, I go to my website. Then I'm going to go ahead and create a new page. I just point here and click on page. The title, I'll call it book a call. Then I go ahead and save it. From here, I click on edit with Elementor. Here, we don't need this title. So what I do is go over to page settings, scrolling down, and the layout, that's page layout, I choose Elementor full width. And the Elementor page builder will reload. And the title is gone. Next, I'm going to go ahead and add in a container. So I click on the plus icon here. I choose Flexbox. I just go ahead and choose the first one. It doesn't really matter. Next, I go over to add element. Then I search for shortcode. I have shortcode widget. I just drag it. Then I drop it in here. The next thing we do is go back to Calendly. Then I go ahead and click on share from here. And this is where you can get the actual link. As you can see, you can just copy it. Then you share this with your customers, or you just link it up to any of your buttons. You can also use add times to email or add to website. And this is what we are going to do. For add to website, we have 3 different options. You can use inline embed, pop-up widget, and then pop-up text. For this demonstration, I'll stick to inline embed. I select it, then I click on continue. And this is the code we are going to use. So you just go ahead and copy it from here. Now, it should be noted that you can customize the colors from here. Customizing the colors right now will work, but after the trial period, the colors will go back to default. So there's no point changing them. But if you want to use the paid version, you can go ahead and change them from here. So let me go and grab the colors to my website. So what I do is I'll just use my color picker. And I pick my color from here, come back, scrolling down, I just go ahead and enter my color code. As you can see, it is right there. For the black text, I will leave it as it is. All is set. I click on copy code. Now I go back to Elementor. Then I go ahead and paste in the short code here. Then I just go ahead and click on apply. And you see that I have it right here. You see the color I've selected. So if I didn't select my own color, I would have seen some blue colors right here. And take note, you don't really need to worry about the responsiveness of it. It is mobile and tablet responsive. I go to tablet, see how it is, and then mobile, you see how it is. Perfect. I just go ahead and click on publish. We can go ahead and view it to see how it will come up. So this is how it will look like. Perfect. Now what I'm going to do is go ahead and link the page, that is this page, to my button right here, and also the button on the home page. So I'll just go ahead and grab the link from here. I copy it, then I click on customize. I can exit from here. I just hover on the button, then I click on this blue icon here. Take note, I'm using the Blocksy theme. So how you customize it will depend upon the kind of theme you are using. So right here, you see that I have the label text, which is book a call, and then here is the link. I'll just go ahead and enter it in here. Then I click on publish. I exit from here. Next, let's go over to the home page, and I'm going to go ahead and link it to this button. To do that, I click on edit with Elementor. Inside the Elementor editor, I just go ahead and select the button, and right here I take off the hashtag, then I enter in the link. All is set. I click on publish. Let's take a look by clicking on preview changes. From here, users can click on this button to take them to the book a call page. Perfect. Or they can access it from here. I can exit from here and here as well. Now let's go ahead and test it out. So if users land on my website and want to book a call, maybe I want to book the call on Monday 19th. I select 19 and it's going to be 11:30. I click on next. In here I enter my name, email, then phone number. So if I have some other information to share, I'll just go ahead and enter it in here as a customer or a client. So I'll just say I want to book a call, something like that. Then I click on schedule event. You are scheduled. A calendar invitation has been sent to your email address. So as a customer, if I check my email, I will be able to see the email being sent to me, and the administrator of the website will also see the same email. So let's go ahead and check the admin email and see how it will come up. I have the message here. I'll just open it up. Going down, a new event has been scheduled. Event type is website intro call. Invitee, you see the name of the invitee. So in this case, that is the customer. The customer's email address, event date and time. As you can see, everything is intact. The phone number I'll be calling the person with. Perfect. So that's how we create an appointment booking using Calendly for our web agency website. And now this brings us to the end of how we create a web agency website using WordPress and Elementor. And I hope you found value in the course. With this website or business, if you are able to scale it, you can make hundreds of dollars, if not thousands. So go ahead and keep grinding and let me know if you have questions or comments. I'll do my possible best to attend to all your questions. You can also do me a favor by sharing this course to your family and friends. Thank you for watching, and we will talk soon.